Hello again, everyone. It's been a little while, but finally back in the beta world. Uh, that's alright. Um, I think today, not entirely sure what we're doing, what I intend on doing, but probably do a little walking around, get a feel for where things are, more so than we already did last time. And, I suppose more so we'll, stop saying, maybe, for one, and more importantly, set ourselves up a base of some sort. Try and get that started. Sugarcane is growing nicely. Can't remember if I planted that or not, but I'd assume I had some there. I believe this arrow was pointing towards where the snow was. So I'd like to go see about checking that out. I don't believe we need much more in the way of materials. We pretty well covered ourselves last time. Got several diamonds, some iron as well. And I think that little area I'm at right now would make a great spot for starter town. Sort of base of operations, one could say. I know was popular long ago was the medieval style. Well, I suppose it's still popular, but what was most prevalent back when people were first playing the game was a medieval sort of style, and I think I'll be doing that as well. I quite enjoy the look, the feel of medieval sort of buildings and architecture. So it's probably about what I'm going to be doing as well. This snow biome looks a little lackluster, all things considered. Perhaps it squeezes between these two normal biomes and becomes something a little more robust, but it does not look like it. It is a resounding no, which is really quite unfortunate. I was hoping for a little more snow to work with. Yes, this is really quite disappointing, honestly. Perhaps it carries on this way. It almost looks like it. Certainly a lot of work to get to a decent area, but that's okay. I think it would be quite fun to have an extensive minecart system. I think that's one of the goals of this little playthrough is to have some nice robust minecarts interconnecting many areas of the world and paths, the sort. Ah, now that is more like it. In hindsight, I probably should have brought my bed along with me. But I suppose that's a lesson learned. Yes, this is looking much more promising. Are there perhaps any sheep around that I could borrow their wool from? Looks like 2, 3. I don't have shears, however, and I don't think I can punch them to get their wool. I may need to do a little bit of commandeering of their life. Yes, it seems that's the case. Alright, let's get ourselves a bed and avoid the woes of monsters. Ah, yes, precisely. Monsters like these. Alright, let's try that again. Perhaps this time with a little less getting shot. Oh, come now. I'm not certain why the bed is not working, but... Oh my. What a fiasco. Well, it seems we will not be sleeping. In fact, it may be wise for me to construct man's greatest creation, the dirt hut. In that case, I will be right back. Alright. Let's get back into it. Expanded my hole a little bit in order to see out of this and see what time of the day it was, and it's finally reached day. So we are safe to roam around and continue our walking. I think what was happening there was an old feature where monsters can wake you up if it's not bright enough around you, and I suppose it was not bright enough around me, and well, less than convenient, but that's alright. I don't mind a little waiting. Yes, this is a very nice snow biome, though. Free bones as well, no complaints. Some water, this is all very nice. Hills and the sort. Very nice. That's an impressive spot for a cow to get to. Well, I guess let's see how good a wayfinder I am as I make my way back towards towards my base. Kind of an important thing. Would be unfortunate to lose where I am. But at least I know there is indeed snow in this direction. That's really all I needed. Even if there wasn't, that just means that more... That's an interesting cave generation. That's alright. But at least I know that there is indeed snow, and even if there wasn't, or if I find somewhere else nicer, I can simply make a bridge, a rail, and call it a day. Don't mind a little bit of minecart riding to get to where I need to be. Certainly enough scenery for me to come across anyways. Just want I'll eat one of my pieces of bread to prevent any unfortunate happenings. And perhaps even my crops have grown by now. Perhaps my wayfinding abilities are not all that I've chalked them up to be. That's alright. I'll climb this mountain and see where I'm at and go from there. Well, that's no good. Creeper. Honestly shocked to see one out this late in the day, considering I wasn't really around here when it was nighttime. Unless they came out of a cave. I must have come from that way. Who knows? At this rate, I may need to go back and watch the recording and figure out where I came from. But I don't think that'll be necessary. However, it would be entertaining. And it's almost sundown once more. Yes, this looks right. Come here and go across the ice and I'll be fine. Quite comical, really. Nearly getting lost. Well, I wouldn't say nearly getting lost. I did get lost, but I found the way again. Yep, because there's the hill. Okay, yeah. All, all is right in the world once more. Just in time. Sleep. I would like to sleep before mobs start attacking me again. It's 3 or 4 waves of darkness that I can sleep at. Yes, it's 4. There we are. Beautiful. Nice to avoid those troubles. Hello, pig friends. Fortunately, I am desperate for food. And it is very limited, so... going to need to borrow some of your food. Well, that's not particularly helpful. Here we are. Yep, excellent. Yes, figures. Do need to get a fence around this. It's fine. My 3 bones, I should be able to get some crop. In fact, I think it is more efficient to just... because then those that have already gone through some stages of growth don't have to go through them again, since bone meal is quite useful in this version. Gonna need that sheep to not jump all over my crops. Not really a big fan of that. Let's see here. Do believe we can get some pork chop into... we only need 2 coal. Into there and get it cooked up. Got the double bed, living in luxury. My oh my, I might not even need another coal. Certainly no complaints from me. Beautiful. Alright. And like that, we are doing excellent on food. Okay. Well... not entirely sure how or where I want to do this. I think planning is almost not in the spirit of medieval style homes, considering that one was built and then another and then built upon and then another was made as more people moved in. So I think we'll just find a nice spot and go from there. I think right here by the water will do us nicely. Interesting that they didn't have a separate texture for the birch logs yet. Oh. Uh-oh. Must be in a cave nearby. Many of them. Goodness me. Curious to see this. There's a lot of sounds coming from there. Oh goodness, I found them. Oh my. Not looking to waste all that hard-earned food immediately. Interesting. Just a tiny little cave. Perhaps I'll light it up and let it be. Forget about that in a couple minutes and stumble across it someday. Ah! A wolf! Ah! And the wool from a dead sheep. If only I had bones still. That's alright. Ah! Now the wolf is trampling my crops. I do wish you wouldn't do that. I'm not certain how I'm going to build these. I figure something akin to the Tudor-style houses of old. They were always quite nice. The crossbeam sort of... I don't know how you'd like to describe it, but if you just look it up, I'm sure you'll see what I mean. It's quite a nice style. I enjoy it, at least. Let's see. Perhaps it's time I make a second chest. Huh. Interesting how that works. Well, that's good to me. Put this all here. My greenery. Save this egg. What for? No dice. Oh well. Make ourselves sticks and a shovel. Make 2. I am at eat it. Ah, another egg to throw. No dice once more. Let's get this cleared out then. Try and keep the terrain at least somewhat natural looking. Certainly not going to prioritize that over the build, but I do like my surroundings to be nice. Two wolves, is that? Yes. Wherever they're coming from. That was felt like a very fast day. And there it is, the 4th wave of darkness. Ah, and a zombie already. How lovely. Well, let's do this before it gets so late that I'm just interrupted by spawning mobs every time I might try to sleep. Quite unfortunate to have made that bed and then not have used it. But that's alright. Making me anxious walking on my crops that are nearly grown. I would mind less if it were the seeds that have barely done anything, but it's the nearly complete crop that they're walking on. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't want to have to remove the wolf, but if it continues, I'm going to. Well, I think what I'll do, I'll have a house here, and then I'd like to make a little... Okay, doing it again. Anyways, like to have a little bit of a landmass that comes out and meets up around here, and put a wheat farm on it, just for food. So Wolf is playing with fire. But yes, still, I still don't, I'm not certain how I want to do the houses. Perhaps I need to look up some reference images to base my my thoughts off of and building off of. I might do some testing around with some blocks, but I think that's all for... I think that's all I'd like to do for today. I'm satisfied with that. I imagine there will be another part that I add to this episode or video, however you want to call it. But that will be for another day. And like that, another day has arrived. Hello again, everyone. It's been a few days, that's alright. Never promised any consistency here, but through a little bit of trial and error, I've come up with a design that I think I like. Following again that Tudor style of home I was mentioning towards the end of the last section. Where are these zombies from? Whatever. Yeah, so it's a I think it's a nice layout. When I don't know, I don't think I need to explain it. Just start building it. It's 13 long. It's about 5 wide. But I'm not sure. Probably. Might be doing a little more terrain editing than I thought. That's alright though. I think this little pond will do nicely and get rid of this layer and have it level with the pond and it'll look nice. But I think... Yeah. Yeah, I'll have it start here. And yeah. I will likely need to do some resource gathering. Don't have terribly many logs, but I'll tackle that when time requires. And more importantly, I'll lay down to go to sleep. Not looking to be killed. It's not on my wish list here. And has little offshoot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's looking nice. I like that. I think it'll be good to move that back a little and bring that along. Still gonna do my fenced in area along here. I think I had it right the first time. I'm sure you'll come to love my indecisiveness. I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you might have a hard time watching. Wow. One of the first materials I might need to get is cobblestone, of all things. Interesting. I'll get some here. I definitely think that building will be quite the interesting challenge throughout this playthrough. The block palette is incredibly limited compared to what we have in normal Minecraft, or I suppose most recent Minecraft. You would take a lot of the blocks for granted. Don't even have access to slabs, upside down staircases, top layer slabs. I mean, it's really quite almost like a puzzle trying to put together a building that looks decent with all the limitations. But I think that's what's going to make it quite interesting and really quite fun to do. So for that, I'm quite looking forward to it. And there goes my pickaxe. That's quite all right. Weird. That almost felt faster when I used the pickaxe. But no, I am looking forward to the building. I think it's fun to build, but I want to make sure that there's a story behind the buildings. I want to make them and give them a purpose, not just to build, but to have a narrative, perhaps, that one can glean from the world. Now, I'm not going to be too worried about it. It's not going to be the forefront of my mind to, you know, come up with extensive lore and information for every building in the world, but it's more a thing that buildings get explained after the thought rather than trying to come up with reasons to build stuff, I'll come up with reasons stuff got built. Once I mine this, get this even with the wall, I think I'll call it there. That should be enough cobblestone. Certainly hope so. Hmm. I'm looking at it and I want to fix it, but I don't really mind too much. It's a cave, it's not meant to be perfect. Man, I'm getting some unfortunate luck with these pigs. Oh my goodness. Now I've brought attention to it, it'll be even worse. Oh no. There we are. One, finally. I'll worry about that later. For now, let us continue this. Yes, and just like that, I'm out of logs. Yeah, this is going to be quite the ordeal. I might, Ah, there we go. Making up a little on my luck. I might try and make some sort of orchard or something the sort in order to act as a tree farm. I think that might be kind of cool. Let's see. Bread. Yes, we're doing A-okay on food as of now. In fact, I'm gonna have some of that. I think I'll leave that large tree. I'm quite happy with that large tree. I think it looks quite nice. Get out some saplings and plant a few more. Make up for those I've chopped down and get some more wood, which I'm going to inevitably need a lot of. Already night. That went by quite quickly. Where is that zombie? Must be in the cave. There we are. Let's find out. I'd like to light up that area. Aha. Huh, feather. And an egg. What is this? Ooh, words. But is this a fruitful egg? It is not. Huh. Interesting. Perhaps not there. Look at those ones over here. This is quite a nice area. I'm quite pleased with this. Very beautiful. Something very alluring about Minecraft's old generation. Now, one thing I've still yet to work out is whether or not I really want to record all of the time I spend on this world. I think for my sake it might encourage me to play more often if I'm not emburdened by the task of recording a video. Though it's not much of a burden, it's more so the thought of editing it and that sort of thing. Which, again, isn't really a problem, but it's just something I'd rather avoid. But perhaps make it more update style videos, keep you informed as to what's going on within the world, showing you what I've done, occasionally uploading videos of the menial labor. I mean, realistically, I can leave that up to you, the viewers. Saying that as if very many people are watching this. But, I'll do that. I don't think these all need to be like that. But, yes, I mean, that's, if anybody does watch this, feel free to comment your thoughts and let me know how you think I should handle that, how you would want to see it done. Um, let's... Now, a lot of the times, these sorts of Tudor-style houses were made up of often, more so than not, they didn't actually have much stone in them. It was very it was a big sign of wealth to have stone in your house, but I think for my sake, I don't really personally, I'm not really concerned about the real world accuracy of it. So these houses were typically made of wood and mud and clay, essentially acting as the walls. So didn't quite think clay worked. Certainly didn't want to use dirt. I dabbled with wool as a material, but that seemed a little overly ambitious. So I ended up settling on sand as the block of choice. I thought that it just seemed most logical. There was really no reason to go for anything else. She's birch for that. Funny thing is, in this version, there is no variations of planks. Which is, again, one of those things that I think kind of adds to the fun of building, working with limited palette as well. But because the next step would be sand. Like there's some over there. How unfortunate. Alright. Cave there. I'll keep that in mind. Also should try and keep in mind the sun's position. Considering I can't see... Yes, it's getting later. That's alright. physics fill all this in. Beautiful. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I think that's enough sand, honestly. I don't use terribly much. All these wolves. Even already, that looks quite nice. I'm looking forward to finishing this. It's very dark. Oh my. I don't even know if it's worth trying to get to my bed. Yes, I think I'm just gonna grab some cobblestone and lock myself into my walls and wait the night out. I think that's the best course of action here. Yep, the spiders. I was thinking they might give me trouble. Perhaps I simply truly block myself in. Or maybe grab a torch before I do that. But that's alright. I just can't fit through that gap. I have a nice view of the sky to wait it out. So, I'll be right back with you. And a new day rises in this world. I think many of the baddies have quite gone away yet. The sun is not up enough to burn them, but it's quite alright. There goes my hat. There we are. So it's the great burn. I'm actually gonna go up there and try and grab the... Okay. Now. As I was saying, I'm actually going up there and try and grab the bones dropped. Aha! Bones they drop. Like many trees have grown. Sand is definitely, yeah, definitely the sort of thing. It's hard to see any play this role as well as sand. I mean, again, as I said, I've seen people do it with. I've seen people do it with wool, but quite have capital to do that yet. Or at least not the. I have to go get all that, let alone that. Oh my. The gravity of how much wood I'm going to need is very quickly, very quickly settling in. That's alright. It'll all be worth it. And I think that's most. I was thinking about sized second floor, but I think having this with sort of half wall sort of I really quite like that. You still get a lot of the space on the inside. It's not like you lose out on much. So certainly no complaints here. But perhaps some of my seeds have grown a bit more because, yeah, I need. Fortunately for me, I can. Yeah, it is fortunately for me. I can turn birch logs into. Technically, it's just wood. But I can turn wood to planks without the worry. The varying types being poor, since it all turns into one, which is rather convenient situation. I do enjoy how quickly the leaves decay. Quite happy. This isn't too bad. A fool I was to cut the stump. Got to the top of the tree. Rookie mistake. I'm not terribly concerned with what's happening. I don't know which ones, but otherwise, nah. Let us continue. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, maybe this will put a dent in the roof. Hopefully we're not denting it. But, yes, this is coming along nicely. Ah, it's the night. For those of you that maybe wonder, try to do the roof with slabs. So might come I would like. So didn't look quite right. End of it just looked too tiny against the stairs. So I opted against it. But in case you were curious, I did try. We'd better not start this again. Nope, okay. Phew. It's not looking to do that again. Waiting out 2 nights in a row doesn't sound very... In all honesty, we've used less wood than I expected. It's certainly not a complete... Ah, oops. I suppose we'll have a automatic entry door Better yet, put it there for the... A year from now, I'll come back and look at that slab. Look at that pressure plate go. Why in the world did I ever put that there? But that's alright. Strangely, I believe this version, talking about slabs, I believe that the wooden slab is still marked as stone. So, the tool that you actually used to break the wooden slab, it's a pickaxe rather than an axe, like I expect. Which is interesting. Just thought that was a neat little tidbit there. Let's see. Leave. That should do nicely. See no point in... Seems like a waste of material. Seems we will need after all. I'm saying that as if I were surprised, but I am not. Ah, and we'll just have 2 extra stairs. That's alright. It's really not that many. We'll need the extras eventually. There will be many more houses to go. And just wasted 3 logs. That's okay. There are more uses for planks to come. Like doors. Wasn't a waste after all. Quite nice these trees grow as fast as they do. This might, probably not. I suppose we get rid of the scaffolding here. Keep them around. And there we are. Beautiful. Just need some glass yet to replace this floor. Yes, I'd say I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased. Alright. About 3 glass. Yes, we'll definitely. Removing of some more. Let's put a stack of cobblestone in. Turn into stone and that coal to do this. One, two. There we are. Need to make a shovel. Watching animals spawn before my very eyes. Now, where did I put that other crafting table? Wouldn't happen to still be up on the... Would it? No. Aha. Right in a place that makes sense. I like it. Some iron. Give me. Just one. That's alright. Wasn't expecting any iron, so I'll be up. These wolves that keep going in and out of the water and shaking off. And there's the 4th level of light. Let's get to bed. Alright. Some more planks. Must be some more monsters and things walking stone. Some door. Ah, the recipe is not yet ink through. White. There we are. Ah, that sound will never. Interesting. That's fine. Put it here. Nicer, a little better framed. Maybe even have them a little set. There we are. Yes, I quite like it. Okay. Now the fun part. Extending the... Uh-oh. Let's go grab some dirt from the chest. What is our... Goodness me. That. It's just enough. Cut off the water supply for now. It's okay. Yes, that looks quite nice. Better when it's grass. Probably efficient to just break and replace them, but this is quite fun, so carry on. Underwater terrain a bit too. It's important. And at this point in time, I think it's reasonable to bring my beds inside. Items later, but rather right there. Nice to be able to look out the window. There we are. That's quite nice. Next layer doesn't look like it needs a whole lot. No, not at all. Can extend this out a little. Excellent. Quite pleased with the outcome. Some fences set up. Uh-oh. I don't know that I know the beta recipe for a fence. That's no good. Crafting team. Really isn't this? Oh. Oh my. Certainly one may make a fool of myself, something like that. Ah. There we are. That's actually quite nice. That's much more resource efficient than I had anticipated. Wow. I invoked the growth of this tree. By my very presence, I willed it to existence. Because I needed. Something of a druid myself. Okay. It's me. Day is passing quick. Now I get to sleep in my own home for the first time. How rewarding. Hmm. I think the single fence works. Sure. That's quite nice. Maybe I bring this one in. Yes, that's quite nice. See, but now I'm not a that. I'll do a similar thing I did over there. Perfect. Perfect. Quite nice. I don't know, maybe I do. I do leave this. It could go either way. I'll see how I feel. I wasn't sure about. Well, make ourselves an axe. And grab all of this. There we are. Get it all stored away before it all disappears. Be an unfortunate thing to happen. There we are. Very good. It's in the it's non-stackable. Alright. Uh-oh. I wonder how long my microphone has been doing the thing where it only picks up parts of my sentences. That's not ideal. I apologize if that's been going on for an extended period of time. Which, unfortunately, I imagine it has. Really, I can't open it if it's on top. Okay. Fine then. Hmm. Not terribly concerned about it for now. I'm sure someday I'll have a better system for organizing it all. 52 does nicely. Whoops. Put those around, keep things nice and bright. Two furnaces is double the speed. That's what we like. Well, I'll worry about putting the stone in the walls next time. And I'll worry about digging out the grass next time. It's getting rather late for me, and quite pleased with where we're at for now. So, yes, I think that's excellent. I wish you all the best. Stay safe in your day-to-day activities, and I look forward to seeing you again.